Hello? Yeah, there we go. Can we have a big round of applause for Mike Fielding and Dave Brown? Hello. It was, yeah. He's going to
I'm afraid Mike isn't allowed a mic, because you can't have something with your name is. So I will be doing his voice. So hello, Mike. Hello, everyone. You got it.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, well, that's fine. So I'm just gonna, I've got some questions written down in Doctor's handwriting, as Mike's already noticed. It's very Doctor's scribbling.
God.
Yeah, it scribbles. And then...
Can I get some paracetamol?
How many do you want? 2 packs, 5 packs, 10 packs? It's up to you. But anyway. But I'm going to go through my questions and then we're going to hand out to everybody else. I'm going to start with a really simple question. Obviously, you've both been in the Mighty Boosh. If anyone doesn't know what the Mighty Boosh is, it's an amazing show and you should all watch it. Was acting always a career that you wanted to go into, or was it something that you just kind of like fell into, both of you?
No. I was at uni with Noel, and Noel always wanted to be a comedian. I always wanted to be a photographer, and we kind of, I don't know if Mike would agree with this, but I kind of got sucked into doing comedy with him in the early days. I used to take photographs all the time, but then I went on tour with him with Auto Boosh to do the 3rd Edinburgh show, and then it kind of spiraled from there.
I fell into it. I always wanted to do drama when I was at school, high school, and that, when you pick your options, but I was too shy, had no confidence, and so it's nice that later on, when I was in my 20s, I got to, do acting and be with my brother and work together. It's pretty cool. It's kind of full circle. I kind of ended up doing what I want to do. So yeah.
I went to do stuff after the Boosh and just went, this is nowhere near as fun. And I've got no interest in doing this if I'm not doing it with my best mates. So yeah, it was like a thing I did. I certainly wasn't getting in no costume again. Like that.
I don't think I could be in EastEnders, it wouldn't be that fun.
Phil, I've got some bad news.
I'm going to turn my back on you, Phil.
Heckler, tough crowd.
So obviously you went into photography first, Dave. So obviously you did say that was something you always wanted to do and you still are doing it now. Is that something that will always be a part of you, like photography, it's something will always be that interest, you'll never forget?
Yeah. I mean, I was taking pictures of Noel and Julian at Edinburgh, those first days in the Hen and Chickens. I've got all those shots of every series and the live tours, and I'm trying to kind of get it out there because a lot of it's just, I don't know if anyone has the book, but a lot of it was in the book, but I'm trying to do these exhibitions called Behind the Boosh, which is, seems to be going down really well, kind of, behind the scenes of a pretty kind of important show, I think. I still think there's nothing like it and nothing will be like it.
No, I don't think you could do it now though. It's one of those things you really couldn't get away with it now.
They wouldn't make it now, it's too weird.
It's not weird.
There's weird stuff out there now, but I don't think they would make it now. It was the right time, really perfect timing.
Yeah.
I still think there's a lot of kind of old school comedy in it. Essentially it's about double act with two very different kind of views on life, and that's where the comedy comes from. The rest of it, all the surrounding thing builds off of that, like chemistry between Noel and Julian more than anything. So, I think really at its core it's a very old school, like Laurel and Hardy, Vic and Bob, kind of great double act.
Cannon and Ball.
Definitely Cannon and Ball. Yeah, so anyway.
Do you have any favourite memories from filming the Mighty Boosh or anything like that at all?
I remember when we first did the first season we did. I think there was a bit where I slapped William around the face, the boost slaps helped me on the face, and I hadn't done any acting or training or anything, so I didn't know that you actually don't actually hit him.
Oh, wow.
So I literally smacked him really hard in the face, and he just was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm just doing the thing." He went, "You don't hit me for real." I was like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't." And he went, "Right, we've got to do it again." And I did the same again.
Do you not have stagecraft?
Now I know, obviously.
I punched. I don't know if any of you seen Luxury Comedy where Noel did After Boosh. I play one of the chavs, and there's a scene where Fantasy Man is like doing a thing, and he gets beaten up by the chav. And I've got the outtake on footage because I love it so much. But I'm doing like fake punches, and there's like sound effects. On the last one, he leans forward, and I completely chin him, like full on chin him. And it's like one of my favourite memories because he goes, "Oh, he's Fantasy Man. Oh, oh," and then he goes, "Oh, fuck no!" Yeah, I didn't make it, but it was a funny moment. I like the fact that we're sharing a mic.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. I don't know. I can't.
Has anyone got a mic?
I did ask for 3. Sadly, they don't have 3. But budget cuts.
Sing.
Yes. So, Mike, you've been in multiple shows. Obviously, you've been in Mighty Boosh. You've been in All Fielding, and obviously most recently, the made-up adventures of Dick Turner. Yes. That one. I've noticed that all of like the genres that you do are all comedy. They're all like very comedy based. Is that just something that you're really attracted to, or is it just the cast like you're with like it's attractive?
No, it's just obviously, well, so no right all of those, so he's
Yeah.
obviously a comedian. So we'd always do comedy. I can't imagine doing anything straight.
I would love to see you
Imagine doing like a Hamlet or something. I did a short, I did some shorts on online years ago of like, they were called gritty dramas, and they were like, it's almost like interrupting a scene in a gritty kind of a really hammy like soap opera. Did like 20 of those, they were like 3 minutes each, so that was quite fun. But people watching and thinking there was going to be a punchline, there wasn't. It was just me crying on the floor.
So would you ever do anything apart? So you wouldn't go anywhere?
Never say
apart?
never. You know,
It just depends on the script, I guess.
often,
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That does make sense.
I can be quite serious, you know.
I'll turn my back on you now. Literally, that was played in my head as I said that. It is very powerful.
That's from Goodfellas.
I've never watched it.
You never watched Goodfellas?
No,
Did anyone watch
sorry.
Goodfellas in the film? I'm guessing you haven't in the front row in the Daisy. There's. I didn't. I said fairy. Okay. Are you a princess? Sorry. Third time lucky. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So that line is from The Sopranos. Now I'm going to turn your back on. Now I'm going to. What did I say? Goodfellas. Sorry. She's the Hector in the front row. Pick me up. Yeah. Goodfellas. Now I'm going to turn your back on. It's not as powerful in the. No, I'm going to turn my back on you. One of the favourite things I like to do in life is an impression of Mike. I get it out all the time. It's just a very fun thing to do. I'm going to tell you a quick story about one of the funniest things Mike has ever said. We were on tour in Australia and we were ordering a meal. There was like 10 of us around the table, and we'd eaten our main course. And we were just about to give our orders to the waitress for our dessert menu. And Mike's like telling us a story about certain foods he can't eat, and he's like, yeah, well the thing is, I can't. And as he was talking, the waitress was just going around taking orders, and he went, yeah, the thing is, the two things I really can't eat are cheese and chocolate. And the waitress went, and what are you having, sir? He went, I'll have the chocolate cheesecake. Without any pause, or didn't realise what he was saying, and we all. So yeah, you had the chocolate cheesecake. That happened. I've got a whole book of things that Mike has said, that like things like we got in a lift in reception and we were meeting on the roof garden, and Mike went, is it up or down?
There's many more. I should do
And you should release a book.
Yeah. Audio.
lot.
Yes. And do you have to do the voice through all of it?
I think I sound more like Mike than Mike though.
So, Mike, you also DJ?
I did.
Well, yeah, did, yeah.
I've done it for a while. Probably.
What-
How dare you?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I did it more than
yeah.
you.
Carried on.
I toured the world.
Carried on.
I went to Russia. Weird place.
What do you play in Russia? What did you play? What was your opening tune in Russia?
It's instrumental pop jazz. No, I played whatever I wanted. It was like an underground like indie club. It was pretty cool. They kept giving me shots. You have shot, yeah. I was like, I'm working, I can't. You have shot. I was like, okay, right, I'll have a shot. And then every 5 minutes, you have another one. I was like,
Oh, they weren't saying,
Well, have you shot?
there's something better over have you shot?
by like half an hour in, I was on the floor, couldn't know what was going on.
Oh wow. So how can you stop? How can you both stop?
I just got a bit.
I got
I'd
you.
done it so long, it became like I was doing like 4 or 5 gigs a week.
Oh wow.
It was fun at the start. I've always loved it, but it's becoming a bit of a kind of.
Yeah, you also get like, it's definitely like a young man's sport. Like you're getting like
Yeah.
gigs where you're on at 3 in the morning, like for an hour and a half. You're like, when you got a family, are you like,
It's not worth it.
I couldn't do it. We tried, Mike just ran with it.
You get into your 40s, and you get into your 40s, you can't do it anymore. Like I want to be in bed by half 9, 10. Like.
I wasn't willing to travel to Russia to go on at 3 in the morning and get shot.
Surprising.
But no, I had a good run, it was fun. Also, the last maybe 6 months of like DJing, I was getting put to do universities, and a lot of the crowds were like really young, and they hadn't seen Mighty Boosh, so they didn't know who I was, and also why I was playing music that they didn't know. And I was like, yeah, this is kind of run its course a bit. Yeah, because you can play what you want to Boosh fans, they'll come and see you, doesn't matter, you can play whatever. Whereas they don't know you. Who's this idiot? What's he playing? Why is he playing Rolling Stones?
Can we have a quick round of applause for Mike's shoes, please?
They are very shiny.
They're his own brand. He's selling them around the back for $9.99. $9.99 each, so it's
Per shoe.
per shoe,
I love that.
and it's $18.98 for the pair.
Yes. Good quick maths.
They've got toe slots inside, like individuals. That'd be weird, wouldn't it?
Quick question for Dave. Bolo's suit. How warm was that? How hot did that get?
How long have you got?
It's something I used to really love moaning about.
Oh really?
I'm amazed that I could have children after wearing it for so
Oh,
long.
wow.
Because at times the temperature of my testicles was like 2 hot-boiled eggs. I mean, it was worse when I was filming. When I was live, I was in and out of it enough because I was playing other characters. It was kind of all right, but things like episodes like the Yeti episode in season 2. Was I carrying you? We were running away from the Yeti, and it was on a treadmill in front of a green screen. And Paul King kept going, yeah, and again, and one more, and one was the hottest day of the year, and it was under lights, and I remember taking my mask off, and next thing I knew I woke up with, like, with a doctor with loads of things over my chest. So yeah, I did pass out once.
Do you still own the costume?
Huh?
Do you still own the costume?
I do, yeah.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. Do you not own yours?
It stinks as well. I get it out for special occasions when the kids are out. You know. No, I actually got it out I got it out on my son's birthday. It was like his 5th birthday, and I thought it'd be really funny. And I came down the stairs, and he literally collapsed, shit himself.
Oh, wow.
And then I lifted the mask up and went, "It's okay, it's me." And then he went even more. He was like, "I just been swallowed by a gorilla." It's still a powerful costume,
It is a good costume.
but it does stink.
Yeah.
Especially when it's been in a bag in my loft, and it wasn't properly dried after this last sweaty performance. Yeah, I love it.
Do you still own yours, Mike?
My,
The boot costume. All of them.
I've got my curly shoes at home.
Have you? You got them?
My curly, so I put them on sometimes. But when I've got a parcel coming, I put my curly shoes on.
I would love to see that.
And
It's so funny.
And then the postman gets really confused. I just smile and go, and he goes, oh, what's going on?
I can't remember if we ever said it, but the whole joke of that was they were Naboo Balance. It was like,
I like that. I like that.
So the reason they're curly was because they was talking to the costume people, and they said, talking about the trainers, the Naboo trainers, and what was it? They go, they've got ends. They've got I can't remember.
you got to do better than that. You can't go on Parkinson with anecdotes like that. I just remember it being kind of Aladdin, like Hackney Aladdin kind of.
No, there was an actual thing because they turn each other. They go up, and it was like they've got ends or they go up or something like that. And I went, what? And he went, oh, they should, so shouldn't they? I can't remember what it was. The curly shoes. I can't remember.
The Naboo Balance.
That bit was
But you had an N on the side, right? The New Balance N. Yeah.
Naboo Balance.
I'm now going to know it's Naboo Balance. I like that.
But I've got the Miracle Wax at home as well.
You've got what, sorry?
The tub of Miracle Wax.
Yes.
Got a couple of those.
Was that only in
Just
Yeah.
just that one.
Well, so I'm gonna throw it out to everyone else now. See if anyone else has got any questions. Does anyone have a question? Yeah, I thought you would.
Who's first? I just wanted to know what each of your personal favourite episode of Boosh is. Like to film.
Natalie thing. That was my favourite. That was pretty random. Seeing loads of old ladies on set. And what's going on? They're all that out.
It's also great to do that live. I don't know if anyone saw us do the live shows, but the second one we used to, as an encore, the curtain would go back and we were all dressed as nanas. And I always loved that scene at the end of the first, kind of the second part of the show. We all went back, closed, getting a round of applause, and then us four trying to scramble into our nana gear, like wig and nana dress, all fight over. I want that dress. I want that. Like fighting over the nana dress and the slippers. Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
And the handbags as well. That's my handbag. No.
The amount of times one of us clocked and we used to sing in the do-do. Yeah, it's good, powerful look. Mine was the Yeti, because I love doing that Chinko story.
But you know the scene where we've all got our heads in the bus things? Because I was tiptoeing on the box behind. I thought, and it was like I was tiptoeing so much, I thought if my feet slip, that's it, I'm gonna die. Dark story there.
But luckily you were wearing Naboo Balance and their grip is amazing. Available also out the back for $9.99.
No, that was horrible. I didn't like that. That was the most common.
Probably would have killed you.
Yeah, literally, no one would have noticed. It
Would have gone. That'd have been a pretty good end to the season now.
was the first episode.
Oh yeah, they would have. Maybe they might have made it the last one though.
I would have left a note saying Dave did this. Dave did it. I did that instead. I did that just in case. I put a note. He did.
I was round the back just kicking the box gently.
Do we have any more questions?
What's your favourite outfit?
In life or in the show? In the show.
I liked the golf episode where the Naboo was like in his golf outfit, just like it was all black and purple. That was pretty cool. When we go out with the girls at the end, don't wait up. And then
I can't remember how Bolo was doffed up. Yeah,
Spiked a little Mohican. Yeah. I like again the Yeti one, being a hippie, having the big white cloak on was fun. No, it wasn't passing out.
and the old is it the old Greg episode at the end where the funk band.
Oh yeah.
We got the funk, we got that other one. Yeah, when we were like we got outfits on. That like red leather jacket was pretty cool.
Costume were amazing.
Yeah, that was a really good question, by the way.
I've got a question over here. Hello.
When you were filming like scenes with characters like Tony Harrison, how did you go about that? Because it's just like a head with tentacles.
Yeah. I liked, we did the second live show, I don't know if you saw it, but I pushed Tony out in an armchair where he was, obviously Noel was inside the box underneath the armchair and his head was poking through with tentacles. And he did this thing where he'd go, halfway through the scene he'd say, you know how uncomfortable this is in here? And then I'd say, it was Bolo, you want to talk about costumes? And then I'd drop kick him. I loved because I pulled his head up, and Noel, as I went over and lurched over and moved my back to the crowd, Noel used to go down into the box and then hand me up a fake full Tony Harrison, and then I'd turn around and drop kick him over them. So that was like, I loved doing that. We had a bet how many times I could actually get it over the monkey head. And in 99 shows, I did it 97 times, so I only missed it twice. So that was...
When we filmed that bit in the TV show, that was pretty random. We was in like the middle of the forest set, and my mum was Green Witch on the same. My dad was Christopher in it. Julian's mum and dad were in that. Yeah, on the Shaman Council. So I had like Noel's head on a table with all painted pink, and then my mum was there as well. This is the weirdest situation ever.
I have a question over here. Hello.
Nice show.
How did you manage to get Gary Newman on the show? Because he's notoriously shy. And when he came on, did he stay and hang around, or did he just leave?
No, he was. He hung around. He was really lovely. Well, Noel. So when Noel was younger, when we were growing up, my mum's best friend's husband was a sound producer, sound recorder, and he produced Gary Newman's one of his early albums. So my brother used to go and hang out with them at the studio. And I think he actually went to an awards, he took him to some award thing, and he probably shouldn't have gone, he was probably too young, but he went along to collect an award or something. So my brother kind of knew him, but then later on, obviously, Gary Newman has seen the show. He was a fan of Noel's work, and then there was a joke, I think it was a joke before that series where in the show where we got a plane, we got one of Gary Newman's planes, he had planes, so so they thought it'd be funny to get Gary Newman actually in the show, and they managed to do it, and he said, yeah, I'll do it. So.
I think because he'd seen that episode, I can't remember which one it was, with Newman Airlines, it's an animation at the end, but he'd seen it and liked the show anyway, and there was obviously a contact there, so he was like completely up for it. Like didn't need persuading or anything. He turned up on set with his girlfriend, I think, and they were like, that was absolutely. He was so lovely, and the whole joke was that he was just in the cabinet, and it was like a 30-second joke, not even that, and he stood in that cabinet the whole time, and all it was to go. He's trying to cheer Howard's trying to cheer Vince up, and he goes, cheer up. He's like, no. He goes, what about this? And he opens the door, and Noel goes, oh, Gary, no, it's not cheering up. And the door closes. That's it. It's like, talk about like high-profile A-lister that you use for 5-second joke.
And they'd met as well before in a strange scenario.
Do we have any more questions? Oh, I've got to take a detour, hang on. Bear with me.
I can just shout.
If you want to shout, you're very welcome to, but I'm nearly there, but it'll be fine. Sorry.
Hello. Did any of you take like any props home with you or anything, or was there any props that you thought, oh God, if I could have fit that in the car, I would have had that?
You got your Naboo tics, your Naboo balance. I have got Apollo's clock. It's always 3 o'clock from the live tours. I've got Philip the Crow, the Hitcher's Crow. I've got the full Bolo costume. I've got Tony Harrison's head from Live, and I've got naan bread as well.
I've got the curly shoes. I've got Naboo's Miracle Wax. I've got a couple of other ornaments from the Naboo's bedroom. The boutique, yeah.
It got to that point where you don't really think about it because you come off tour, you finish tour. But then there was a moment when our agents went, we're not paying for a lockup anymore. We had to go to this mad lockup in the middle of Surrey somewhere where even the VW van was just parked in a barn with like pigeons living in it and like shit all over it and I keep swearing, sorry. So yeah, that was like, who's going to take the van? It didn't even work in the end. We had to push it when we were filming.
Just remembered, I've got an old suitcase that a fan made for Julian. It's got Julian's jazz case written on it. It's like one of those old-fashioned suitcases. And Julian left it at Brixton Academy after the show, and I just took it home. I put it in my garage, my one dad's garage.
I think our fans were special in that they were so, like everyone who we've met today. If you're into it, you're fully into it, and if you meet other people that are fully into it, then they're like friends for life. But there are a lot of people that just haven't got a clue what it is. Like our fans was that breed of, they were so into it that they'd turn up at live gigs and they'd always have amazing gifts. Like we had like someone had knitted woolen characters, each character really beautiful. Like there was always paintings and art and canvases and yeah, pretty incredible. There was a lot of it. We were going to do a book out of it, weren't we? I think it ended up in with everything else in the lockup.
We had, do you remember there was a group of Portuguese girls that used to come all over the country? They used to fly over from Portugal and they used to bring us a suitcase each, like literally 5 of us, full of presents. And we'd be like, this is too much. Why? This is ridiculous. We'd have to put it on the tour bus and take it back with us, wouldn't we? We left so much on the tour bus, didn't we? Because we were like, where are we going to put it all? But
we were all traumatised by the end of that tour. We couldn't talk or make a decision.
I think we have time for 2 more questions.
Hiya.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Thank you.
You've mentioned a couple of the songs. So the Call of the Yeti song. I'm not sure what the title of that song. Call of the Yeti song. And Nanaganon.
I think that's called Parsley's theme.
Parsley's.
Yeah.
Excellent. What was your favourite song from across all 3 seasons? I guess you mentioned Gary Newman, and for me the fact he has a little thing in there, it's what's inside that counts, probably picks it for me. Do you have a favourite?
Oh God, I love so many of them. We like doing the Hitcher rap because me and Rich were the henchmen, so we were doing that. We're the pirate teams, and Jimmy Jackie Piper would come with a knife up, we'd scream, "Wobble you away, lot right drops. Don't mess with the boys, shut your noise."
that was season 1, Killaroo. How'd you get to Killaroo? That one, that's pretty good. It's quite good. It's quite nice plant of cactus. Season 2.
Nanaganon was fun.
Yeah, Nanaganon, Charlie Coma. Yeah, that's. I like.
Arctic Ice Flow, Nowhere to Go is pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Lost in the blindness.
Season 3.
Eels.
Yeah, when it goes new wave at the end. Yeah. I also liked.
Peacock Dreams.
Yeah.
Peacock Dreams. Yeah. Yes. Peacock Dreams. Peacock Dreams.
We have time for 1 more. Oh.
5.
We'll do them all. We'll do both.
It's fine.
I'm really indecisive. Joe, you pick.
We can do both.
Do both, okay. Speed.
We haven't got a train to catch, but keep it quick.
If you could have any role, what would be your favourite role to play in anything? No, on any show.
That's not a quick question. Mel Gibson in Lethal Weapon 1. Does that count?
Yeah.
What, like a remake?
Or Die Hard. Follows Bruce Willis in Die Hard. Mother.
This is Mangle and Neighbours. It's a hard one. I'd like to learn how to ride a bike and be in Sons of Anarchy. That'd be quite cool. But I'm not hard enough. And look at me. Give me money. I'm in the gang.
What would you like to play? What would be your favourite? You see, don't ask a question you can't answer.
Sherlock Holmes.
Okay. Who would be your Watson? The person behind you answered it.
I honestly don't know.
Ouch! Like that.
Do we have anybody else? I'll go this one, and then there, I think, yeah? Okay.
Do you still remember the lyrics to some of the Crimp songs?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We do.
In my head.
Were you in? Do you remember that? No, do you know? I remember it. I did a twisty. I did a twisty. Twist him up, twist him down, twist him all around. 2 miles, I love you so. To the underground, I brought you home. Put your magic about the next game. Put your magic. Jackety, jacket off. Ooh, I did a twisty. Ooh. What happened? Yeah.
You ruined it. I had it all.
You ruined it. I went and then Crimdy now, Crimdy ask me how, Crimdy on your way, boing, bing, bong, bong, bing, Crimdy, fuck you.
Sorry, but I let you down.
You've been rehearsing now, you didn't tell me. Maybe you
Oh, well, I do them in cameo videos.
Hey, I just wanted to ask, what other role would you have played on the Mighty Boosh if you were the roles that you had? If you could have picked a different character to play, who would you have picked?
Yeah.
It'd been nice to play one of the nanos, that would have been quite funny. One of the nanos.
I was actually, the only time I was me in the bush was in Nanageddon. I got killed at the bus stop in Shoreditch. I asked the Nana.
I wrote that joke as well. I said it won't be funny if she throws her bus pass at your neck.
Yeah, that got cut that one, didn't it? I would have liked to have been Fossil in the first season. I loved, so that scene where when the Hoop twins come in to take Howard and Vince's job in Arctic Bush, and I love that scene when he's like, "What do you guys think? So Howard and Vince are gone. They'll be very missed. What do you think you could bring to the zoo?" And it's just pans around to them dressed as like Neanderthals. Well, you're the man, with the board, you're tiny, when you twist him up a bit. Yes, no? And then he asks him, "Top shot," that's what top shot. And then it cuts back to Fossil and he says, "Beautiful, you start Monday."
Well, you wanted to be one of the cavemen or Fossil?
everyone in the same.
And that's everything. Oh, yeah, what's yours?
Oh yeah.
Well, can we have another round of applause for Mike and Dave?